Veni Creator Spiritus, mentes tuorum visita, implesso per
As usual on Sunday, I'll read the readings for the Holy Mass today in the traditional Latin Rite, and then we'll say a few words about the readings. And the Gospel, I think, is especially fitting for today. It always amazes me how often in divine providence God gives us through the liturgy just what we need to hear. Of course, He always gives us just what we need to hear, but often it's even quite visible. So the epistle comes from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans. Brethren, owe no man anything except to love one another. For he who loves his neighbor has fulfilled the law. For you shall not commit adultery, you shall not kill, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness, you shall not covet. And if there is any other commandment, it is summed up in this saying, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no evil to a neighbor. Love, therefore, is the fulfillment of the law. From the continuation of the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. At that time Jesus got into a boat, and his disciples followed him. And behold, there arose a great storm on the sea, so that the boat was covered by the waves, but he was asleep. So they came and woke him, saying, Lord, save us, we are perishing. But he said to them, Why are you fearful, O you of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the sea, and there came a great calm. And the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? In the midst of the great storms that are shaking the boat of the church right now, the storms taking place in so many political events, in society, with unjust laws, with immorality, with economic problems, with disease, with so many things affecting our world right now. Hunger, starvation, different parts of the world, and then the great storms within the church right now. For all of these, God offers you and your family today this beautiful gospel about our Lord calming the waves. He's asleep, and it can seem to us he's sleeping in the back of the boat, but he's waiting for us to come with faith and ask him to intervene, to bring to him our faith. So often in the gospel we see that's the key to unlocking his miracles, his divine action is our faith. And he says here, why are you fearful, O you of little faith? And so what he was looking for from the apostles, even though they would have been terrified humanly by the storms, and it really looks like the ship is about to sink, but to say, no, we believe in you, even if their emotions are trembling, but no, we have complete faith that Jesus Christ is right here in our boat. He is the eternal Son of God. He's God himself. And so we know that his will be done, that he will save us if that be his will. And of course with the church, we know he always will protect and preserve the church. So that's the faith he's looking for from us. And at the root of all the different, you could say on the surface of the water, the waves are coming in all different forms right now, in political events, in economic problems, in injustice and unjust laws, in unfortunately even in decisions from bishops or people within the church. So these waves are coming all over. But what is it below the surface of the ocean that's really causing the waves? Waves can be caused by different things, by wind or so forth. But in this case, what's causing the waves is below the surface of the ocean. What's really causing all these waves in our world is the activity of the evil one, of all the evil spirits. And so that's, as St. Paul says, our struggle is not against flesh and blood. The real battle going on is the spiritual battle against the spiritual hosts of wickedness. So for that battle, I want to invite each and every one of you, and consider having you invite other people too, this spring to engage in a very particular way in that spiritual battle. For all of us, all over the world, to be united in doing two things with the Rosary. First, beginning 2 weeks from now, which is called Septuagesima Sunday, it's the very beginning of the preparation for Lent, beginning on that Sunday to offer some fasting, however small it may be, or some penitential sacrifice if you can't fast, every day, and combine that with the prayer of the Rosary. Because I remember years ago hearing a very prominent exorcist in Italy talking about his full-time role was doing exorcisms every day. And he said when in his parish when he could gather hundreds of people praying the Rosary in conjunction with the exorcism. So they would be praying every day the Rosary while he was doing the exorcisms. When he had that support of the Rosary, he said there was a tremendous difference in how quickly the person was then freed from the evil spirits, much faster. And so I think we should do something similar. That is, every day, our Rosary Crusade, every hour of the day, you all are praying the Rosary. There's about, I think, 600 of you who pray the Rosary right at the noon hour. And then every hour for the next 24 hours, there's many of you united from throughout the world praying the Rosary. And so if we offer that Rosary for the intention of protecting people, freeing people from the influence of evil spirits, protecting the world, the church, so forth, then God will use that as a powerful means to help chase the evil one from souls or from different areas where he's active. And so to offer that in conjunction with some fasting, I'll explain that more later on, but to invite you to participate in that great act of faith to help calm these waves above the surface by attacking the root cause, which is this spiritual battle. And then as soon as that finishes, so that would be going up to Easter, and then just about a week or maybe 10 days after Easter we would begin then the 33-day preparation leading up to May the 31st. And so leading up to a renewal of our consecration to Our Lady. And these two things, I think really more than about anything else I can think of, are what God is looking for from us. They can be very powerful means for what every problem in the world needs right now. The solution to all the world's problems is to be found in Jesus Christ and the graces He offers. The heart of this whole battle is that spiritual battle. So I'd like to invite you on this Sunday to consider preparing, and then 2 weeks from now, beginning this great effort, all of us from throughout the world. And if you have friends or others who might want to join us in this effort, they're highly encouraged to do so. And so this might be an occasion to invite someone, say, would you consider being part of our Rosary Crusade and helping fight in the heart of this spiritual battle, and then the renewal of the Marian consecration that we'll have in 33 days leading up to May the 31st. So God bless each and every one of you. Hope you have a very blessed remainder of your Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the Holy Rosary.